Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Madden Game Man. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more Maximum Football. Oh, yes, sir. And this one, we got Dynasty Mode Detail Reveal for Maximum Football 2023. Now, I have been doing like little news and updates, just voiceovers on my channel. If you have not checked that out, be sure to check that out. But this one's something a little bit different. They got a video. I have not checked out this YouTube channel before, so can't wait to see what kind of updates they got for Dynasty Mode. Like they done showed off like a pretty good amount of screenshots of different teams, and they look absolutely incredible. The helmets, they done showed off the customization, all that. It's on my channel, so if you want to watch any of those, feel free to watch them. But before I hop into his reaction, I need you guys to like this video right now. Subscribe to your boy if you want more reactions just like this one. And without further ado, jump right into it.
Maximum Football has revealed some details in regards to their upcoming game. It's expected to hit PC and hopefully consoles sometime in the fall, but they have been doing a good job of keeping us up to date with their progress. They leave developer notes.
They definitely have.
Follow them on @MaxFootballGame on Twitter and join.
Like he said, follow them on Twitter.
So today I want to reveal a couple of features that they have been, obviously previewing to the public. And the first one goes to Dynasty, where some things are introduced here. Now, one thing that you need to be aware of for this game, this is not the true NCAA licensed game, but it's going to be a college football style game. So you're going to have a college football team, you're going to have a national ranking, you're going to have conferences, conference championships.
That is going to be awesome. And college football coming back, like the official.
So first, when you load up your Dynasty,
told you, this is gaming season.
You're going to get your team selection. Now, one thing that's interesting that I really love is that there are different cities for these college teams. Like not just like, obviously the same cities as the NCAA football teams. And then there's a budget. So I wonder what this budget is going to be towards. Is it going to be towards, things like NIL deals?
They got Durham, North Carolina.
Hiring, or is it going to be towards
they got to have my city.
Other things in recruiting. It's just a very interesting nugget. So when you load up the Dynasty, this is the screen that you're going to get. So this is about, at week 4 in the season.
Oh yeah, I already saw this.
What the Atlanta State Pack are going to look like. And there's different parts of the screen.
So a new team, Atlanta State Pack.
Here. So the four main menus here at the top are going to be main, which is what you're seeing right here. My college, which probably highlights some, attributes of your college, some details, maybe some history there, things like that. My coach, which might highlight some, historical data on your coach. If you have some like upgrades for your coach, probably that will be there. And then recruiting, which we will look at a little bit later here in this video. But I really like this main menu, I should say. A lot of different parts of this are very eye appealing, and that's one thing that they said on their Twitter account. Yeah,
I like the colors of pop-out colors, especially the neon green on the side. I like the pop-out colors.
So to the left here we have your overall rank and your conference rank, which is pretty standard. I like that overall rank being there. Top players, which will just be your, obviously probably
this team
ranking. So it looks like here Roger Kirkland is 676 in the whole entire country, and then George Prater is 1,717. Wow. I mean, what a drop off. This is probably one of the worst teams in the entire nation.
Thank you.
Top stats, which are just your probably team stats.
The amount of grind you would have to do to get this team to even
or at least
a good level.
Ranking as far as individual players.
How many hours you got put in?
Which might be training, stats and awards, and ranking. So I like that part of the menu here. And then in the middle here, we have play game. We have schedule and results, which is pretty standard. But to the right here is a pretty interesting feed here. It's kind of like a Twitter-esque feed, Max Social. So you can see right
do
here,
look like a Twitter feed.
I wouldn't say tweeting out, but he is writing that a record-breaking win. Peoria Fighting Foxes breaks record in a stunning win over Land of Lake Husks. So at least you'll get some feeds here, so some type of news.
I like that
to keep you up to date.
Will it always be like automatically updated or what?
And
I think so. It should be at least.
What I liked about Madden is they have not done a good job of at least having a update that is visual right in your face. Like, I like that this is right on the main menu. It tells you what's going on around the league. It's definitely, not a ton of information, but
I kind of like the older styles just a little bit more, but at the same time, I like the new one too in Madden.
Playing it throughout a duration of time.
This is a preference thing.
So speaking of immersion, they do have 3 new point systems, and I'm not sure exactly what each one does, but there is prestige here, which we will see actually later in this video with recruiting, and I'm wondering how that's tied in. But I'm sure you can earn prestige based off of getting wins, maybe achieving goals, things like that. XP, kind of the same thing. So I'm wondering, what XP and prestige are used for. Maybe prestige is used to kind of get your name recognized around the league. And then there's budget, obviously, which budget, who knows, could go up and down with your success of your team.
Bucksville
so
Pirates.
Here's a different team here, Bucksville Pirates, and they are obviously one of the worst teams as well, but this is the off season. So
why are they showing the worst team? Who are the good teams? They even worse. God damn.
But then on the right-hand side, there is news, and this is actually recruiting news. Star quarterback Albert Maryland commits to Lower Georgia Mammoth, bolstering their roster with exceptional talent. So I wonder if this is just going to be regards to your team, or it's going to be, all around the league as far as how it impacts. Maybe this team is in the same conference as your team, or maybe it's just, maybe the top quarterback. I'm not really sure who Albert Maryland is. I'm guessing that maybe he is one of the best quarterbacks that were coming out of high school or junior college. I guess only time will tell. But I really, really like this. Like, it gives you that news right there in the off season. Like I said, I'm really loving this main menu, and just it's all there for you to see. And I think that's one thing, like I said, that Madden and all these other games are kind of missing. So here we look at recruiting and prospect scouting for the first time. So at the top left, there are 3 main navigation items: team needs, prospect scouting, and recruiting board. Now, one thing that I'm noticing about, just this list of players here, a tight end is number 1 overall. That's the first thing. And a punter is top 10. I think that is kind of, I don't want to say alarming, but to see a punter top 10 probably should not happen. So I'm wondering if they will tweak.
When's the last time a punter went top 10?
Punter or kicker ranked that high. But then looking at the rest,
all was in the top 10
there's a quarterback, the
in
top
college.
10, safety, defensive tackle, cornerback, defensive end. That's the only thing I have to say about the positions. Now, looking at the attributes, it looks like they have a few new attributes. So the normal one: speed, strength, agility, acceleration, jumping. But DIS and DET, I'm not sure what those are. Maybe DIS is discipline, and that may, affect maybe the penalties that the player will commit. And then DET, I'm not exactly sure.
Awesome. But what is DET?
I like that they have different ratings than, a normal, EA game, Madden, football, things like that. And they keep the ones that obviously matter. Now, I talked about prestige earlier, and this is where you see prestige now. So now you can unlock attributes here in this Dynasty screen. So once you have a player highlighted, you could possibly
Lewis Howe, defensive end, 6'4", 259, high school,
and then unlock attributes.
Interest, so average.
6'4", 259. He is a high schooler. His interest is average, so I'm pretty sure that's his interest in your school. His grade is an A+, so I'm guessing that as you unlock some ratings, that grade might probably fluctuate. So if he ends up being, a bust, maybe his.
It looks like he might make some big plays for
whatever the case may be. But I guess A+ is probably the highest you can get. Obviously, his 40-yard dash is a 5.56. I mean, that is absolutely terrible. But for a defensive end, maybe decent. I'm not sure, what their
even for a defensive end nowadays, that's kind of bad.
Be as a 40-yard dash. Repetitions 22.
I don't know. I think he could be a good role player, maybe.
Inches, 20-yard shuttle 4.9, 3-cone 8.
Maybe on his second unit or third unit.
Test. So they added the Wonderlic to this list of things. I know that's not something that usually high school players really do, but it's kind of interesting to add to this game. I kind of like that. Maybe it will play to their awareness. So maybe if they have an awareness rating, or maybe even a discipline rating, that one kind of factors into that. So if you don't want to fully scout a guy and use some of your prestige, you don't have to. Maybe that's a way to kind of see what they are. Now, I'm wondering how accurate the 40-yard dash is to speed. Like, is that really accurate, or do you have to have like good scouts to be more accurate? That's all valid questions. If all these grades here, or these, quote unquote combine scores, really factor into the accuracy of those ratings we see in that menu, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Well, as I get more news, I will reveal it to you guys. I wanted to get a good sample size of news here before I put a video out, but let me know if you guys are excited for this, and let me know what your guys' thoughts are around this. I really like what they're doing, and they have a tentative date of the fall of this year, so keep a lookout for Maximum Football. Hope you guys enjoy this
hopefully
video.
They don't push it back. Okay, not gonna lie to you, I was already excited to see this. They are really they're putting a lot of depth into this, which hey, I think that's really good. Me personally, I'm not too much of an in-depth guy, but I do like the franchise modes and stuff. I do like to make a team that's bad, or maybe a team that's really good, and just keep on winning championships. But the two teams that they pick in the screenshots was absolutely terrible. My God, I can't imagine the amount of grind that you had to do to even get them average. To get them to championship level, that might take you a couple. I ain't gonna lie to you, that might take you a couple years. Real talk, that might take you a couple years. But the screenshots look really good. Like I said, I like how in depth they're getting into it. I'm not an in depth type of player myself, but I do like it, and I know there's people out there that do want more in depth, and this is going to be like a college game. So we are potentially going to have two college football games, one with the license and the regular teams like the LSU, Alabamas of the world, and then we got Maximum Football 2023, which is free to play, and that's cross-platform. I told you guys, this is the year of gaming. Mark this in your calendars. 2023 is a gaming year. We're going to look back on it. I promise you, we are going to look back on it like, man, you remember in 2003 where all them great games came out? Football was at the highest level it's been in so long. Like, it's going to be great. It's great to see that Maximum Football is keeping updates on their Twitter feeds. Man, my goodness gracious. Every time I go on Twitter, I see a new update from somebody in the Maximum Football community. Shout out to y'all. Keep on doing the updates. I cannot wait to play this game. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Love every single one of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.